right thing and the power with which to do it, and you choose not to. You could pay more money for your clothing at the factory, agreeing on an absolute minimum for certain items at cost, which would eliminate the race to the bottom globally. You could give your money directly to garment worker unions and stop union busting. You could clean up the waterways that your clothing factories are spewing waste into at an accelerating rate. You could simply choose to make less stuff and stop pushing consumers to buy more of it through manipulative and expensive marketing. And perhaps consider, if you didn't spend those 7 or 8 figure sums on pushing products, where that money could go. Yes, you guessed it, to the people who created your products in the first place. Of course, all of this looks like smaller profit margins for you, but let me tell you, it looks like a better and more sustainable world for everyone else. We all know this planet has far too much stuff, and that's a problem you've created, one which is harming people, the climate, and the planet. Every year, month, day, and even hour that you choose not to do these things, you are willingly turning away from the problem you have created and profited almightily from. Some of you have so much money that you could give away 90% of it and never run out of money in your lifetime. So that's what I challenge you to do. Use your money to clean up your mess. Use your enormous fortunes to make this system better for everyone. Step away from this slash and burn cycle. Stop with the cute recycling bins in stores, which your market research has taught you only incentivizes consumers to buy more. Cut it out with the sustainable lines, which account for less than 1% of your business. Reform your entire business from top to bottom, from how you treat people at the bottom right through to the growth targets you set yourself. Think about other growth targets like 0% carbon emissions. First person to use their own money to do this wins, and I'll stay off your back until you do something else crappy. The days of hand over fist profit over humanity are over. It's kind of a bad look. I still believe you might have a smidgen of humanity left in you behind those piles of money you're so keen to grow with no real purpose other than capitalist ambition. So prove it. Because here's the thing, you can't buy integrity. Yours, Aja Barber. Now keep listening. Part 1. Chapter 1. Sustainability and Me. How did I get into this conversation in the first place? From a very young age, I understood the power of sartorial choice. When I got to high school, my passion had turned from an interest to fit in through material items and consumption into a genuine love. But I was also very aware of my placement in life. I knew there was very little room for Black girls in the fashion industry, but my progressive, though not that progressive, parents had taken the approach to education that many an ethnic parent has taken. I knew that in our society, you need a degree to do anything, so gosh darn it, I did my time. And even though it was abundantly clear to me that working in fashion was so out of my reach, I mean, at the time, Parsons School of Design in New York was 3 times the cost of my yearly tuition. It seemed like a no-win game. That didn't stop me from trying. I always kept my eye out, read everything I could, and kept an ear to the ground. I began to find my people through various fashion boards where commenters from all over the world would weigh in on various subjects and give insights into the fashion trends I had very little access to in Northern Virginia. During my sophomore, second year of university, my older sister, similar to many other 20-somethings, decided to make a move to New York City, and I helped her, driving up with her and another friend. Once we had settled her into her dingy and overpriced new living space in Queens, we set out into the village for food, drinks, and debauchery. We ended up that night in a bar in the Lower East Side, catching up with a friend of a friend.